What's up, guys? We are here and we're going to talk about stocks. And as always, disclaimer, future stocks and option trading involves significant risk of loss. It is not suitable for every investor. You have to judge your own risk. Anything said in this video should not be taken as investor advice. I am a stupid dude on YouTube, just mouthing off random facts for entertainment purposes only. The value of future stocks and options may fluctuate greatly, and as a result, you may lose more than your original investment. So be careful on investing. Only invest if you are comfortable with losing money. With that out of the way, let's talk about the next big thing possibly that Wallstreetbets has talked about. And this was silver. So we get to see silver futures a lot earlier because it's a global currency. So we go back in the past here, 3 days ago, this was a due diligence on silver. The real reason silver's the world's biggest short squeeze is possible and we can make history. I'm not going to read the entire article, but the summary of this is that silver is used more than it is consumed, according to this guy on Reddit, this random ape on Reddit. Silver is also being heavily shorted by the big banks. He specifically calls out JP Morgan for this. He also says that silver is going to be used a lot more frequently in any kind of electrical vehicle, which is used for batteries and such. And it's also used in solar panels. So silver has a greater demand in the future. So this looks like, to me, a smart play. He goes on and talks about his details, going long for futures for February or March. If you are a rich bastard and can actually take physical delivery of 1,000 ounces of silver, by all means, so do so. But if you simply want to settle for cash, you're actually part of the problem. We need actual physical delivery, which is why SLV demands and why SLV is the way to go unless you are going to take delivery. So unless you're going to actually take and hold real silver, he says, go and buy SLV. So he also talks about mining companies and their access to silver and how they might also spike. I don't believe he actually claims a ticker symbol in here, but the one that everyone else has really just clung to has been AG. So AG and SLV are the two tickers that people are, promoting on Reddit, and they've gotten a lot of traction. This has been posted before on Reddit. This is not brand new news 3 days ago. This was posted like a week ago, smaller traction and such. And so you can judge by how many people are thinking, hey, this is a good idea, by looking at the upvotes and downvotes. So this has 13,700 upvotes versus downvotes. So a lot of people think this is a good idea. Silver squeeze also trended worldwide today on Twitter earlier. So silver is definitely an option out there for people. People are hoarding silver. When we go and look at what has happened in the silver prices, you can see silver is at $28.52 as of now. So as of 5:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if we go back, kind of like the beginning of this kind of craze was started around the 26th, the 25th, when Reddit started talking and doing some research. And so it was as low on January 8th as $24.64. And when Reddit started doing some research and started to, hey, silver might be a thing, it didn't really pick up that much steam, but it gained $1 or so. And then last week, with the big momentum with Gamestop, it actually gained up to about $26.91. So people were already there. And then today it is skyrocketed, or Monday technically, Sunday/Monday, it has jumped up $1.61 to $28.38 currently, it says. So this is definitely on an upward trajectory right now, and it has momentum building. This is something that everyone might want to put on their radar and think about, because it has the potential to go 10x. This could jump up to, say, $280. It's very hard to see any future where GameStop goes 10x. Disclaimer, I am long on both silver and GameStop. So, yes, I do want both of these stocks to increase, but do I think that GameStop will increase 10x? Yeah, I do. But the probability of GameStop increasing 10x is maybe like 10 to 20%. I don't think that GameStop will jump up that high with a high degree of confidence. I'm at like maybe a 15 to 20% chance that GameStop will get to $3,000. Maybe. I do think that there's like a 5% chance that GameStop gets to $10,000. Very, very low. Whereas silver, we're at the beginning of this curve. We're at the beginning of the squeeze on silver. And I've heard from some sources that some people are selling silver at $33 an ounce. So this price here, from what I understand, pretty much correlates to the price per ounce on silver. Which, if some people are actively selling silver already for $33 and people are paying $33, that means this price is significantly undervalued even by today's rise in prices. There's also reports that silver is selling out across the globe. So if you just go silver, and you can see stories that are already starting to pick up where silver is selling out. Silver futures spike fueled on online trading. Silver coin sites grind to a halt as Reddit hordes takes aim. All the best moves we saw at Sundance Filler, so forth. Like, you can just see silver spikes. Silver futures jump 7%. Silver is a very, very possible spike going up. And this is still incredibly early to get in on silver. Like, the chances, we talked about probability. The chances of silver going to 280, we'll say for that number, 10x, I think is probably around 50 or 60% chance that silver could get that high. I think it's a lot stronger of a bet that silver could go up to that high versus GameStop. But then when you're investing, you also have to look at the risk versus return here. Will silver fall down? Will silver go down in value? My guesstimation is that silver cannot go any lower than $15. So if you look at the history charts here, silver, the cheapest price silver has ever been, has been about $15. $12.54 might be the cheapest price that silver has like literally ever been. So the bottom ceiling, the very absolute lowest price that silver could potentially be is $15 in my opinion. But the upside, silver could go up to say $250. It could go up to $1,000. Silver is a in-demand commodity that electric vehicles are going to be needing. And there's a big push to get every vehicle to be an electric vehicle by, I think it's 2035 or 2050. So there's a big push for electric vehicles to take over the entire market for climate change. This has the potential to be a huge, huge play. Will it happen overnight? No, nothing happens overnight. This might take years to get to this $250 price point. This might take, a couple of months to jump up to like say 35 or 40, or who knows, with the power of Wallstreetbets behind this and the mass media, because there's a good amount of people in the media themselves that already predicted that silver was undervalued. So you have a lot of factors going here. If Wallstreetbets thinks it's good, if the mass media thinks it's good, you have all these forces that are working together now rather than against each other. And there's only a few people that are shorting silver. And once you get those people out of the way, it's just a skyrocket to the moon. So could it jump up in a week or 2 weeks to $250? That's a possibility. Like, we are in uncharted territory here with these stocks, and this is something that you definitely want to think about. Silver could be a play. The mining company I talked about also is AG, and I am also long on AG because you want to diversify, in my opinion. So AG stock, we don't know what it's done yet today, but AG is First Majestic Silver Corp. So they've been on a nice trajectory already. They've been doing a steadily, increase roughly. So a month ago, it was at 1336. Dipped down a little bit to 1250. Jumped up to 1350. And then 1450. Started to climb a little bit. And then when the Wallstreetbets crew got it, it spiked. It spiked really hard, guys, up to 1880. So that was January 28th. And this has a lot of shorts on this. This is supposedly the heaviest shorted company that is associated and tied to silver. So Wallstreetbets loves these short stocks squeezes, and going after this company is probably the next target for Wallstreetbets and smart investors. And you can see those, since people started putting out the thesis of why this is a good play, people have hopped on it and jumped and just skyrocketed the price already. Will it go up more? I think there's, again, about a 50 to 60% chance that the prices do increase on this. There's a very, very good chance. And if we actually look back history on this company, they can go as low as like $5. $5 is the lowest, but they've been trending upward for the last year. 5 years, not so great. You know, ups and downs, peaks and valleys, a little bit trending down, and then it started spiking up. But they were on a forward trajectory. And if the prices of silver and gold, because silver and gold are kind of tied together at the hip, if these things go up in value, this mining company is definitely going to go up in value, in my opinion. So do your own research, check these companies out. This could be something to get in at the ground floor of these new companies that are really, really hyped by Wallstreetbets and the rest of the world. Like trending #1 in Twitter is an impressive feat. So there is something to think about though. These companies, at least the silver SLG, is connected to Citadel. So some of the GameStop players are saying, hey, no, don't boost up silver because you're going to give more money to our enemy Citadel. If you pump up silver, for lack of a better word, if silver rises, then you give Citadel more money to short GameStop. And yeah, we don't want that. We want to bankrupt Citadel. So the GameStop people are the like super hardcore religious, like, GameStop to 1 million or 0. That's what I'm doing. They hate the silver push because it's actually against them in a way because it's Citadel. So it's a very interesting dynamic. But the thing is, Wallstreetbets is not a single entity. Wallstreetbets is a form of millions of people that have their own opinion and their own thoughts on each and every trade and stock. It's okay for the GameStop people to hate the silver people. They can coincide together with each other. Like, this is a free market, guys. GameStop people are allowed to hate the silver people. You're allowed to play both GameStop and silver. You're allowed to stay out and not do any of this stuff. You're allowed to short these stocks. So if you think these prices are too high, you're allowed to short it. Like, you're allowed to make your own free decisions and do your own research on these stocks. So it's a very interesting dynamic, and I think it goes and shows that Wallstreetbets is not a single entity. We're not one giant group that all does the exact same thing. There's a lot of different plays and opportunities out there, and you just have to find the right stock or investment for your style and what you actually believe in. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think. Are you invested in silver? Are you invested in AG? Love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching. As always,